Hey guys, I'm back. So in this video, we'll be talking about the symptoms that I had during the 2-week wait before I found that I was pregnant and afterwards, and things that's been going on during this 4-week period. All right, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so if I could have guessed whether I was pregnant or not based upon the last transfer, I would have guessed not to be, because my symptoms were completely different. Oh my goodness, it was completely different. I was thinking like some days that it didn't work before I took a pregnancy test because I felt something every day with the last transfer that we had a miscarriage with. So, like I felt plenty of symptoms. Like I had a whole list of things that was going on, and I'm like, ooh, this, yes. But this time, no, I was like, oh, just heartbroken because I thought it didn't work. Okay, so let me get my iPad. Excuse me. I am actually working, so I'll do this while I work. So yeah, I got all of it here in my iPad. So okay, so the day of transfer, I guess I'll go back and forth, okay, to the previous pregnancy, the one that we had a miscarriage in October, versus this one now. So the first day, well, the day we came home after transfer, I didn't immediately feel anything. Versus with the other pregnancy, it was like no more than 2 or 3 hours that I got home and I'm feeling like pressure and twinges, and I'm like, oh, this is implantation. But with this one, nothing until late that night. I think it was maybe maybe around 8, maybe 7, 8, maybe even 9 o'clock. Is where I felt like pressure, and then I knew it was implantation, because like that pain, it was more intense. Well, it was more intense than the last time, so much so that I was like, I told my husband, he was like, what's wrong? I'm like, oh, I feel like it's implanted. And I had to go to sleep. I was trying to endure because it's exciting, you know, you want to feel everything. But this time I was like, oh, you know, I was trying to hang in there for a little while, but I was like, I'm just gonna go to sleep on this one. So that's what I did. Versus with the first one, it's so crazy because after transfer, while still at the center, getting the procedure done, I felt something when I got wheeled back to my room. And I was like, oh, because I had to pee really bad both times after. And getting back on that table, I told my husband, I'm like, ooh, you know, I feel like something really sharp. And I knew it wasn't that I had to pee. Of course, you know, we always have to pee. And, you know, you hold it for a while or whatnot, but this was different. So I'm like, could this be like implantation right now? You know, not even 30 minutes after the procedure. So that was weird. And then when I got home a few hours later, with the first one, I felt not that exact same pain or level of pain, but it was there. It was there. So, okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. So anyway, yes, my symptoms. So we talked about the cramping already, like we thought I felt implantation. That was day 1. Day 2, after transfer, Okay, so my notes say cramping on both sides, slight headache, leg cramping, more cramping than that, more cramping later that night, and strong lower abdominal pain and tired. That was day of transfer. Then the next day, well, compared to my other notes. Okay, so that was day of transfer. So day one, so 1 DPO, well, not 1 DPO, 1 DP, 5 DT, all that. So I woke up at 1:45 in the morning to go pee. Now, I had been on the progesterone and the estradiol Valerie for some time already, and I never had to wake up to go pee. But it's mighty strange. So I was on the progesterone, 5 days before, and I was on the estrogen maybe 2.5 weeks before, so never had to wake up to go pee. Never. But the day of transfer, well, the next day after transfer, I'm waking up at 1:45 in the morning to go pee. That was strange for me. So at that point, it says that I had a light headache around 8:30, lots of gas, cramping around 6 p.m. Stood up to walk, and then I was able to sleep on both sides. So normally when I'm pregnant, I only sleep on either or side. With my, and I can't remember with my daughters what side I slept on. That was, oh my goodness, my oldest daughter's 13 and my baby girl is 12, so I can't remember back that far. And my ectopic in 2013, I can't really remember back that far, but I know about the miscarriage in last year in December, and the pregnancy here in October. I know with those pregnancies, I only wanted to sleep on one side. And the one last year, I wanted to sleep on my left side. My right side, excuse me. I went to sleep on my right side. And then this one in October, I wanted to sleep on my left side. So I wanted to sleep on my right side last year with that pregnancy. And this pregnancy, I wanted to sleep on the right side. But this pregnancy, I can sleep on both sides. It doesn't matter. With those other pregnancies, I could not sleep on another side. So that's weird. I don't know how many took, because again, we did transfer too. So I don't know how many took. So I'm not really for sure as the logic behind that, but we'll find out in a couple of days. So yes, and that's this time. Let's go back to last time. Last time I woke up, I was hungry, and I woke up at 7 a.m. and I woke up at 7 a.m. because I was hungry. I had a slight headache, feeling a little off, had gas, slight cramps on and off. I was thirsty, I was peeing a lot, probably because I was drinking a lot of water. And then around 6 p.m. I started to get some creamy white discharge, and I felt nausea and I had gas. So that was that pregnancy back that we miscarried in October. So that's that. Day 2. This time was, I woke up at 4:50 in the morning to go pee. I was hungry by 6:30. I was tired. I was thirsty at 3 p.m. and more cramps on the left side. Breast started to feel sore. What is this? Oh, feeling nausea off the smell of brownies, and I love brownies. Oh, my daughter cooked them, so I thought they were burnt. I put that in the notes. And then I had gas, I had cold ankles and feet. I had to put on 2 pairs of socks just to get them warm. And I had lower left twinges that night. So that was day 2 of this pregnancy, the one that miscarried. I had cramps on the lower left side and in my lower abdomen. I was hungry at 7 a.m., nausea. I was sleepy. I had strong cramps, lower left abdomen at 10 o'clock a.m. No real appetite around noon. More cramps on both sides and gas. So this is where things start to get strange. By day 3 of this pregnancy, all my symptoms tapered off, besides the waking up in the morning. So at this point, I was thinking that because that whole day went by and I didn't have any symptoms. I woke up to pee at 3 a.m. But I didn't have like an urge to pee normally with, earlier as I did the other days. I woke up with an urge to pee, but I didn't go pee. I went back to sleep. And then I felt normal all day and just had gas. So at that point, I'm like, were these other days, like, were they just in my head or did something go wrong? So that's what I was thinking. Okay. So all of day 3, I went, felt nothing. I felt completely normal. Nothing, just gas. That's it. So I'm like, it didn't work. Maybe they implanted because I felt them, and that was it. So I was kind of getting a little discouraged, kind of mopey, like it didn't work. And then it was crazy. So all that day, and then all of day 4 were the same. Day 4, I felt nothing at all until late that night on day 4. It kind of gave me some reassurance then because I had a lot of cramps and they were strong cramps. So, and I had bad gas. These days with this gas, my husband was not happy. It was so funny. He had the air freshener on the side of his bed. Or not the side of his head, but on the side of our bed. I was like, I can't help it. It was the babies. It's the babies. He was like, that don't make no sense. That just don't make no sense. It was so funny. He going around, shh. I'm like, but anyway, so yeah, day 4, that night is like when stuff kind of got real. I was like, okay, well, all right. So I hadn't felt anything in 2 days. So I had 2 days of symptoms and then 2 days with none. And then that night is when I got a lot of cramps. So I was kind of excited, but I was nervous. I even told my friend, I was like, I'm scared to take the test tomorrow because at day 5, you can take the test and it'll tell you may get a faint line. And I was just like, I'm so scared to take the test because I don't know what it's going to say. She thought that just because you've done IVF, you were guaranteed a pregnancy, but that's not the case. They just put it in the right place to guarantee that it's in the right place. Not to guarantee that it's in the right place. Nothing is a guarantee. They just put it in the right place, I should say. And then whatever happens after that, it's up to your body and nature and God. So yeah. And I got up. It says here that I woke up at 3 a.m. to pee. And I had an urge to pee. And I took a test. And I got a faint positive. I'll insert the clip here in case you didn't see my video, or I'll insert the test of the faint line. And I just couldn't believe it, just because the difference in the symptoms. Like, I had all these symptoms this other at the time, but this time none. And I'm like, how can I be pregnant? Sorry, this birthing is part of it. I took the test, it was fine. The next day I took it, it was a little bit darker, a little bit darker, a little bit darker, a little bit darker. And I was going back and comparing my tests from the pictures when I took them from last time, and I was like, okay, this looks darker than last time. This looks darker than last time. Like, it looks really promising. So, kept doing that, you know, and it got darker. And this time it even got, the pregnancy line was darker than the control line. That's never happened on any pregnancy. Yeah, so I never had a dark pregnancy as this one, and I'm like, something's good. And I saw another YouTuber's video, and I saw her test, and her test was like that dark on day 7, and I think mine had got there like day 10, but I think she took her HCG on 7 days, and hers was like, her beta was like 200 and something. So my first beta was 561, I believe. 561 on day, I think it was 11 days past transfer. And then I took my second one in 3 days after, because Christmas was the day that I was supposed to go back and get my second beta drawn. But anyway, we had to go the day after, and when it was 25:15. So my numbers are higher than I ever remember them being. With my first 2 pregnancies, don't remember anything about a beta. Don't even recall that name, beta. So yeah, higher than I ever known it to be, especially with the ectopics. With the ectopic that I had to have surgery with, I don't remember what the beta was. But yeah, higher than I ever remember. And after to be honest, after 5 days, I didn't keep a track of any other symptoms, because they were not there. I know that's strange, like how different 2 pregnancies can be. It is weird. So yeah, I didn't take any more because I didn't really feel like I had symptoms. Versus last time I had symptoms even after I took the pregnancy test. Like, I had loads and loads and loads of symptoms. Don't know what the difference is. But yeah, so going into week 4, which some of that is, let me look at my calendar. Some of that is some of the days that I told you about already. I had loads and loads and loads and loads of pressure, cramps, on both sides. At first it was just only on the left side. Like, I have some right now on the left side. But I have them on and off on the left and the right side. Sometimes it's the left and the right side at the same time. Sometimes it's in the middle. But very, very rarely is it in the middle. Yeah, like, I work from home. So I like to cross my legs sometimes, and this left side does not like me cross my legs. I cross my legs right now, and I'm gonna feel like a ton of pressure. Like, I don't know, and I have to uncross my legs, and it goes away. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe you don't like my legs crossed. So yeah, but not too much is going on. Peeing a lot, and still waking up to pee. Oh my goodness, yesterday I woke up 3 times to pee, which is crazy. Well, actually, I'm 5 weeks now, so that's another video. But yeah, that's king. My breasts are really sore, really sore when I take my bra off at night, and when I get up in the morning to go pee. They're just very heavy, like in full. So that is something that's going on. That was going on at least 2 days before we even done the transfer. And I was like, oh, this is different. And that's the day I went in to have my that's the day I went in to have my lining check. Because I was like, man, I was telling her, she was like, your estrogen must be high if that's happening. And I was like, okay, that's good. So when she called me back, my estrogen was like almost like 1900, 1600, 1900, somewhere around there. And it only got to 200 something with the last pregnancy. So that was a good thing. So that I could tell that the other medication that they had me on was working. So that was great to know. Sneezing. I was sneezing so many times in the 4-week period that last week, it was like Monday, Tuesday, I was just sneezing back to back to back to back to back to all day, and I never really sneezed, which was crazy. And it stopped, and I was telling my friend about it, that I was sneezing. She was like, oh, I was sneezing too. I told her, but mine went away. But she said hers came back. I think she's like 9 weeks right now. And so she was telling me that, you know, she had the same problem and it came back in the 9th week, 8th, 9th week. And so I was like, okay. Well, I know what to look forward to. But yeah, other than that, that is it. I am very, very, very bloated. My stomach is ridiculously big for no reason. I don't know why. I will get up and show you. It's been this way. I'll insert a picture for my 4-week picture. To show you. So this is it. This is it in the front, on the sides. So, okay, so this is it. The sides, the front, and the other side. It's kind of hanging low, which my husband is excited about. Let me see if I can scoot back a little bit. There you go. You can see it now. So yes. Yep. So that's it. So I've been trying to hide it. Look, pull it up. It's a little bit, but it's a little scary. So you really can't tell like that, and that's how I like it for now, because we're not planning to tell anybody until I'm gonna try till February, not to tell anybody till February. So yes. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.